United fans, what do we have to say about this? What are we going to say? It's, Manchester United have exited the Carabao Cup on penalties despite a second half fight back against Grimsby Town at the Blundell Park. I talked about this before the game and I said it could be a banana peel game. And obviously, it was a banana peel game. But swept aside by a League Two side during a chastening opening 45 minutes as goals from Charles Vernam and Tyrell saw the Mariners race into a 2-goal lead. Bryan Mbeumo halved the deficit with his first United goal before Harry Maguire leveled to send the game to spot kicks. Matheus Cunha also had an opportunity to send the Reds through after Clark Odor missed, but the Brazilian was denied by Christy Pym. And a marathon sudden death period ensued. 15 consecutive penalties hit the back of the net, but Mbeumo's second attempt from 12 yards rebounded back off the crossbar to leave the Reds reeling in the rain. Right? My United fans, what do you guys think about this? Because in truth, I said this from the beginning. We are the ones putting the pressure on ourselves for no reason whatsoever. We played a game and, looking at this stats, we had 70% ball possession. This ball possession and the whole entire stats of the game does not tell the full story of how the game panned out. Like, you could tell that United played, but United did not play well. We just had possession and everything, but we didn't play well. And we've been swept aside by a fourth tier Grimsby Town. Think about it. Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2, fourth tier. But it is what it is. So we finished the game with 70% to 30% ball possession to Man United. Total shots was 28 to 9 on target. For Grimsby, they had 10 shots, 4 on target. Big chances, we had 4, they had 2. Big chances missed, we had 3, missed 3, they missed 1. Accurate passes, 457, with 87% to Grimsby Town's 145, 67%. And they committed the most fouls. They had the most corners. We scored from a corner, at least. But the entire game, it was just basically an eyesore. And who are we going to blame? That's my question to you guys now. Who are we going to blame? Because in truth, you can tell that Man United really, and guess what? The attendance was 8,647, less than 9,000, which is the Blundell Park basic. And there's no one to blame, basically, because you could say, oh, the ref had an off game because there were times when players were being pulled in the shirt and he didn't give cards for them, like Ahmad and all that. But let's talk about the first 2 goals. The first 2 goals scored with 8 minutes apart, 22nd and the 30th minute by Vernam and Warren. Now, the 22nd minute goal, it was a clean goal, cross from a loose ball by Ahmad. All good. Cross, not defended properly. That space where they keep scoring us. The goal from Emil Smith Rowe came from that space. The goal against Man United at Everton came from that space in preseason. That right half space. So if it's Euro that is there, today it was Tyler Fredrickson that was there and all of that. Maybe if De Ligt is there, maybe not a problem. But Euro, Tyler Fredrickson, then so it was basically all of, that opportunity that they got to score, and they scored the first goal. Second goal, another loose control from Ahmad again. Then Manuel Ugarte tried to block it and was kicked in the rib. He went down, and then they went on to score again. And this one crossed the ball into the box, and then the second player who scored, the Warren guy, Tyrell Warren, scored, and he actually used his hand to bring the ball down. And obviously no VAR, so no need to argue that. People are calling it a daylight robbery, but obviously if the ref didn't see it, then it's fine. And I feel like at some point you could tell that the refs are a bit lazy now, because if we had no VAR at all in the game, they probably would have seen that kind of thing and called it. But obviously they didn't see it, so it's done, right? And based on that, we had 14 blocked shots they had 4. We had shots inside the box 19, they had 8. Shots outside the box 9, they had 2. So we were making chances, just not scoring. I guess what Amorim is going to say the same thing. We're making chances but not just scoring. And then we have not kept a clean sheet in 6 consecutive matches. So yeah, it's a sad day. It's a sad day. We're out in the second round of 32. Our first game in the EFL Cup, we crashed out on pens 12-11 to Grimsby Town, right? So yeah, then if we're going to go by what the fans were calling for, everybody was shouting and screaming for Manu to start the game. Yeah, and Manu started the game. You look at the stats and you say, oh, he had an assist because of the goal he assisted. He assisted Bryan Mbeumo. But are we going to forget about the loose passes? Are we going to forget about the occasional, loose pass forward to the side? Yeah, he was trying to hold the ball and drive forward. He had more good spells than bad spells. I'm not going to come here and slag the player because I don't slag players. He had more good spells than bad spells. But he also had a game that showed that obviously there is still, what Amorim was actually saying, that there's still more work to be done. But it is what it is. Now, to the starting lineup, we started the game with Onana in net, and Harry Maguire, Tyler Fredrickson, and Eddie Heaven as the back 3, as I predicted. And then Manu and Ugarte in the mid. Not that I predicted that, because I think I predicted Manu and Fernandes, but Manu and Ugarte in the mid. Or I think I predicted Manu and Ugarte and then Fernandes and Cunha as 2 10s. But Manu and Ugarte in the mid, and then we have Patrick Dogu and Dalo left and right wing back. And then Dogu was subbed off in the 46th minute. Heaven was subbed off in the 65th minute. Tyler Fredrickson was subbed off in the 46th minute. That's basically after the first half. They both played only the first half. That's Dogu and Manuel Ugarte and Tyler Fredrickson. Then Matheus Cunha and Ahmad as the 2 10s, and then Benjamin Sesko as a striker. So then Josh Zirkzee came on the 82nd minute, as well as Mason Mount, Mbeumo, Bruno Fernandes, and Matheus de Ligt. The rest of the bench, I don't know who we're going to call, because it's only Diego Leon and Casemiro and Tom Heaton and Altaban there. So it is what it is. So you have to think about it. Like, I might be smiling now, but it's heartbreaking to see Man United out. That's probably another maybe 5 to 7 games off the chart. So we probably have only maybe 42, 43 games to play. And we're out. It's like the season has kind of ended without the season actually ending. Yeah. And then we have pretty much just the FA Cup to battle, which happens in January. And so we're going to face a grueling about 3 to 4 months pending. And then, obviously, my question, as I asked in the thumbnails, who is to blame? Who is to blame? And who is at fault? That was basically what I said. Who is at fault? And yeah, you could call so many things, but in the same scapegoat mentality of Man United fans, they're going to blame Amorim. I'm sorry, they're going to blame Amorim. That's what they're going to say. Amorim is at fault. He's the one that did this. He made this. He made that. It's not Amorim that went on to go and play the penalties. It's not Amorim that went on to play the entire game. It's not Amorim that made the changes, because obviously you called for it, Amorim did it. The media called for it, you pandered to it, Amorim did it. It is expected that Altaban and Onana, who have not really had good games this past couple of games, either of them will be subbed off. Next thing you're going to say, oh, why didn't you start Tom Heaton? Because obviously that's what Man United fans do. Scapegoat. They choose one player and they scapegoat him. But it is what it is. If I talk too much, if I talk now, I'm gonna continue to rant till the end of the game. But let's go straight to player ratings and then kind of sum this up so that we don't sleep here for too long. Onana in net, he gets a 5.0 performance from me. Considered 2 goals. One of the goals could have been easily avoided or defended, but it is what it is. The defender switched off as well, Tyler Fredrickson and stuff. So Onana, 5.0. Didn't really have much to do except in the first half. He only made 2 saves in the first half, and then he saved 1 penalty and then caused 1 error leading to goal, considered 2 goals. So yeah, I guess 5.0 for me. Poor game from him, and I can expect, like, I know that a lot of things will happen with movements the next couple of days, especially seeing as the transfer window ends in the next couple of days, maybe like 4 or 5 days. And then Tyler Fredrickson, well, 6.0 performance from me. Was a little bit off the pace, was not as fast. Tyler Fredrickson feels like one of those defenders who is like the center of center back, not the right of center back, because the right center back requires a certain kind of ball carrying ability and a certain kind of pace and all of that. But yeah, he's still a young lad, 21 years of age. So he gets he was subbed off he played only the first half, 6.0 performance. Aiden Heaven, 6.5. He seemed a little bit off the pace, but was doing all the right things. But it is what it is. Harry Maguire, 8.0, scored the goal, did well in defense, marshaled the defense, and all of that is sad, because in truth he did his best and all of that, but they scored us, right? Then we have Patrick Dogu. Patrick Dogu gets a 7.0 from me. Did well too as well, trying to make things happen, but only played the first half, so we couldn't have graded him properly in the second half. He was subbed off, and Dalot was moved to left wing back, while Ahmad was moved to right wing back. And then Manuel Ugarte gets a 6.5 performance from me. We could have done better. He was taken off after the first half. I don't know. I think we needed him more than we needed other players, but it is what it is. I'm not going to mention any names, but yeah. 6.5 performance. Kobe Menu, 7.5 performance. A lot of loose passes. If you check his stats, you see the stats don't tell the full story of the game. If you watch the game, you know. He had 1 assist. He had the total shots 1, and that shot was off target. So accuracy 0%. Accurate passes 54 of 66, 82%. 2 chances created. 2 defensive contributions, 81 touches, 3 touches in the opposition box, 12 passes to the final third, and all of that. But those passes were loose because successful dribbles, 1 of 3, 30%, 33%. So ball carrying was poor. Accurate long balls, 6 of 9, 67%. Right. Tackles 1 of 1, and headed clearances 1, and the likes. So Kobe Menu, 7.5 performance from me. Diogo Dalot, 7.5 performance from me. Started the game at right wing back and ended the game at right centre back. But we'll talk about that when we come to what Amorim subbed. Yeah, so 7.5 performance, nothing too much to talk about with Diogo Dalot. Amad Diallo, 7.0, albeit he had a horrible first half, but at least he stepped up in the second half, but it's not happening. Oh, right wing back. Oh, he's being played out of position. Right wing back. Okay. Same. Right 10. Same. But Mbeumo comes in, right 10, scores. Right, this is what it is. He was subbed off in the 82nd minute, and Mbeumo was brought on, I think, or something. But we'll talk about all the subs. Then Cunha, 7.5, was trying to make things happen, but only him cannot make everything happen. But it is what it is. Benjamin Sesko, he gets a 5.5 performance from me. He's been poor. It's largely ineffective in the second half, but it is what it is. We have to just keep moving. And then Matheus de Ligt, I think Benjamin Sesko missed a chance. Matheus de Ligt, 6.5 performance, did really well. Actually 7.0, because he even created so many chances. Total shots, he had 3. Chances created, I think he created 3 chances because he was making those crosses into the box, trying to make things happen and all of that. But it is what it is. Matheus de Ligt, 7.0. Bruno Fernandes came in the second half, 7.0, make things happen, and all of that. I was saying this, I was like, now that Bruno Fernandes is on the bench, does it mean he's still at fault for the problem at Man United? Because I see Man United fans and content creators talk about the game, that Bruno Fernandes was the problem, but it is what it is. Then we have Bryan Mbeumo as well, came in, 8.5 performance, scored the goal, made things happen, created a chance. I think he created a chance, scored the goal, had a total of 3 shots, but missed the penalty, right? Chances created for Bryan Mbeumo was 6. And when did he come on? In the second half. So another player that came on in the second half was Mason Mount, had the assist, played 26 minutes, and he had a total of 24 touches and all of that, but made things happen. And I'll shock you, Mason Mount ended up playing left wing back, but it is what it is. Then Joshua Zirkzee came on the 82nd minute, tried to have things happen, but it wasn't to be. It was a sub, but you could tell that Zirkzee has those instincts and those talents. Nothing so much to report for Zirkzee, so I'm not going to give him any rating and all of that. Apart from that, then Ruben Amorim, there's so much you can do. Ruben Amorim gets a 6.5 performance and the entire team performance 7.0. But it is what it is. Now, the game started with Andre Onana, just to wrap this whole thing up. Andre Onana in net, Maguire, Fredrickson and Heaven, Dogu, Ugarte, Menu and Dalot. And then the front three would be Cunha, Ahmad and Sesko. And the game ended with De Ligt left centre-back, Maguire centre-back, and Diogo Dalot right centre-back. For wing-backs, Mason Mount, midfield, Bruno and Menu. And the other wing-back, we had Bryan Mbeumo. And then in the attacking tens, we had Matheus Cunha and we had Joshua Zirkzee, and then Benjamin Sesko up top as striker. When Amorim was saying Sesko needs time, everybody was like, no, play Sesko. Sesko needs to start. Sesko needs to do this. He's coming to a new team. This is his 3rd week. But no, play Sesko. Now we've played Sesko and we've seen it for ourselves. It is what it is. We have to just move on. It has happened. Everybody, I'm going to just be on the lookout. I'm not going to try to defend anything. Everybody's going to look for who they're going to blame. Everybody's going to look for who they're going to call out. And it is what it is. What's your verdict? What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. Grimsby Town beat Man United on penalties. We missed our 5th and 13th penalty. And they missed their 3rd and scored all 12 of theirs. We missed our 5th and 13th. Cunha missed his pen. And Bryan Mbeumo missed his pen as well. So it is what it is. We are going to move on. So what next? What next for Man United? What's the next move now? What happened? What's going to happen? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. We're going to hit another milestone in the next couple of days. I really appreciate you guys for all the follows, the likes, sharing, and all the subscriptions. I don't take it for granted. I'll see you on the next one. The next video is probably going to be the takeaways from the game. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye. And God bless.